vaccine for that, for COVID.
Why you go like this? Why you go like that for that?
Because it's a money grab. It's a quick money grab. Any any company that says, hey, we're doing COVID, we're chasing COVID, their stock goes up through the roof. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on. And another thing that's kind of crazy is that a lot of these big companies that have lobbyists, they got connections with, people in government, politicians. They're on the forefront. So there's a lot of small companies that may have therapies, they may have different treatments and ideas. They get pushed to the back because they don't got the bread to get that type of plug. You understand? So it seems to me that there may be some things out there that could work, but they're not going to get looked at.
Did you see this woman doctor who went in Washington, D.C. yesterday with like 100 doctors behind her and talked about she gives hydrochloroquine, the zinc,
Right.
and something else, and
Yeah.
350 people are still alive with diabetes, with everything.
Right.
Do you think a doctor get up there nationally and lie to the people?
No, because that's verifiable. You can verify that. There's medical records. That's easy. And
so let me ask you something. If she's saying that people come with diabetes,
right,
all type of illness, and every single one of them live, why we're not using these medicines that she's talking about?
Because, see, that's what I wanted to kind of shape. I wanted to kind of steer the conversation.
Now tell me why. No, but tell me why we're not using that.
Now, there's a couple reasons. One, to me, it's political. You know what I'm saying? It's a political agenda.
Dang.
And that's why I'm saying there's certain companies and certain people, they get the first plug. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, Jamie, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. So it's like contacts. It's like connects. You know what I mean? Let's say you got to connect with the DJ. That's your man. Yo, you got your record playing first. He don't know me. I'm like, yo, I got a record too. He said, get in the back of the line. Now, we dealing with a very controversial election coming up. If Trump says this thing right here, bro, the machine is going to be like, nah, we not doing that. Now, this is just, for me, this is just common sense. If someone says, I got the cure and I helped solve 350, 1,000 cases, let's see if it's true. Go into the medical records and let's verify it. Is it true or not? Simple. This is not hard. Like, if you had a kid that had COVID, wouldn't you want to know the truth? Can this help my child? Don't you want to know? But no, they pulling up freaking her religious beliefs and all of that. I could care less what she believes. I don't care about that.
What does she believe?
You know, they pulled out some video of her talking about like, spiritual stuff like masturbation and things like that. They talk about alien DNA, all this craziness. And that's fine.
The same lady saying that?
Yeah, same lady saying that.
Yeah, I can't fuck with her then.
But see, this is the thing. It doesn't matter what she said at the church one day. I want to know, is this true?
Did she save the 350 people?
Period. That's all we want to know. You don't care what. Do you ask the doctor to help you what
Can you
he
do
believes?
me a favor, being that
Yes, sir.
you're a friend to the show? Can you come back tomorrow and have the data, the proof for us?
Oh, no. Those are medical records, and it's a HIPAA violation. I wouldn't even be able to find those records. Those things are under lock. But she has the power to reach out to those people, to get them to sign over disclosure agreements, have private firms investigate. This is not hard, bro. It's not. We talk about the government and a pandemic, and the United States is shut down.
Once you start talking about aliens, DNA, and this and that, that sounds like wacko jacko to me. Like, I'm keeping it real.
I feel you.
Straight up doctor.
She is, though. She is a doctor. There's no question. She's a doctor. Let me ask you a question.
She's a real doctor.
Yeah, of course she's a doctor. Now this is the real thing. Let me ask you this: you're a doctor. Do you know what he believes? His spiritual beliefs?
No.
Do you care?
Yeah, I do. If he believes in the aliens and Satan and shit like that, I will.
Okay, let me just ask you. So if you get sick and you find out that he believes in whatever he believes, you're not gonna go to him because of that? And I don't blame you if you don't, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nah, I can't fuck with it like that. That's not
For real?
Nah,
Wow.
I'm keeping it real. Like you
Nah.
can't tell me, yo, Joe, you seen that alien? And yo, Satan's around the corner and take this medicine. I'm like, no, fuck no. Like you're a nut job. Like, fuck out of here, man. My brother, I'll holler at you because I got some other guests on here.
No doubt. Blessings
Nothing
to you,
but
brother.
love. Stay up, man.
Love. Peace.
I don't know. I thought it was some real shit. But when they start telling me that the woman crazy and all that, a fucking nut job, she had me at hello. I was falling for this shit. These people are crazy, man. You don't know what the fuck to believe.
Yo, Joe.
Tuma, my African brother.
What's going on? What's up, man?
Oh,
That's right.
Yo, Tuma.
What's up?
This woman, she had me believing it.
Yeah, it looks like she's part of one of those kind of conspiracy theorist type of groups, because she's mixing up a whole bunch of like spiritualism, like having gynecological stuff mixing up with, I think, spirit wives and spirit husbands came and had sexual contact, and that's why you have these gynecological issues, etc. She's being used basically by the Trump type supporters. You know, she's not. Who says
Wow, but so you don't believe that she saved 350 people?
No. I don't believe that at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if she gets investigated and her medical license gets investigated. I don't.
You think she could get up there and lie about that?
If she's getting paid enough, or if she actually believes all that stuff that she's doing. Also, you have to remember something else: is there's a lot of people who believe in like witchcraft and etc. There's nothing stopping them from getting a formal education. I used to hear those stories growing up about cats turning into jars of Vaseline and fires hopping, and they used to have these ghosts called tokolosh, right? They used to say tokolosh come in your house. In Africa, that's common, and also traditional healers have a lot of power, and people who grow up believing this stuff really take this shit seriously. And so she's just mixing it. She's just mixing the in my opinion, all that stuff was removed from a lot of platforms because it was missing.
Well, you never lied to me in your life. Shout out to Noriega. Shout out to Timberland on this. You gotta stop, yo, Nori. You gotta stop, yo, Tuma.
All right.
Tell them who you are, man. Tell them about YouTube. Tell them you the man, not the myth.
I'm Tuma Basa. I've known Joe for over 20 years. From when I was at BET. Let me tell you some Joe stories. A few Joe stories. He was on Atlantic at that time, but when we moved to New York, from DC to New York, and he basically took in Kelly G, myself, Stephen Hill, and Joe was, when he called himself the Don, he was really the Don. Like, he didn't have to say a word. Things would just happen. He didn't have to say nothing. That was the real, you know what I mean? So he was that plug, that connect. So he basically took us in and we hit Jimmy's Uptown Cafe, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. I remember we went to dinner, like this is like right when we arrived. It was like a Cuban spot, and I think it was, I don't know if it was Havana thing, you know. Joe just like this. So and then also Joe is the A&R